Here's the pineapple spicy rice. You see that? That looks so good. Look at that. I got my shrimp tempura. I got my spicy pineapple rice. It looks like it has cashews in it, shrimp. Can you hand me that silverware over there? I'm gonna taste this right now. Oh, it's hot. It's really, really hot. Wow, that is really, really good. That is really, 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 really good. This is the best shrimp fried rice I've ever had.
Can't stop eating it.
This is good.
Literally can't stop eating it.
Thank you. Thank you. This is so good. Wow. Shrimp tempura. I love shrimp tempura. I like shrimp, period. Let's get into this conversation. What's up, JB Navy? It's your Captain Jasmine Black, and I'm back with a new video. Today we are doing a Lunch with Me episode here at the Bangkok Bistro restaurant here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They have amazing food, you guys. I have tried this pineapple fried rice, shrimp fried rice. It's still steaming hot. Look at that. It's so good. So we're going to get into this conversation, you guys. First of all, how have you guys been? If you're doing well, awesome. If you're not doing so well, everything's going to be okay. Today's episode has been inspired by my 30s. That's what I think it's been inspired by. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about 30s as if I haven't just entered my 30s. I'm only 31, but I just feel like these 2 years has passed so fast. Like I didn't even get a chance to like really elaborate on being 30, and now I'm 31, and I know 32 is coming in like 8 months. Like life just be lifing. But about life is an amazing tool. It's an amazing tool. It's an amazing journey. And sometimes we take it for granted. Sometimes we don't really understand what's happening to us. And we'll have assumptions about what's happening to us. Me and my brother were talking the other day about how people perceive evil and good. And I've had things happen to me that look like they were bad and they were actually good. For example, you guys remember my manifestation video where I talked about this scar here, getting into a car accident and then getting a settlement of $25,000, of which I asked for years before when I was practicing meditation and manifestation. And I ended up, it's crazy to say, I manifested the money. It wasn't the money that I was saying I manifested. It was the amount of the money that I felt like I manifested. But it took that car accident for me to see that type of settlement. So some people would perceive an accident as bad, but I might sound crazy if I say that sometimes it takes accidents and bad things to happen for good things to happen next. When me and my brother were talking, I gave him the example of someone's house burning down and then them being able to get their dream home built. That probably wouldn't happen no other way if the old house didn't burn down. I've heard plenty of people lose everything in the most traumatic, horrible ways and then gain things 10 times over. So every single thing that bad happens isn't always evil. Matter of fact, I don't think anything that bad happens is evil. I don't think the universe sets things up for us to lose. I think it literally gets nothing out of us losing. I think the universe is always trying to align us to win, trying to align us to fulfill our purpose. I remember the other day I had to sit down and really analyze the last 7 years. I started YouTube in 2016. I started YouTube seriously in 2016. And it has been an amazing journey to becoming a content creator. 7 years ago, content wasn't what it is today. You know, to be a part of the YouTube program, you had to, meet some qualifications to get monetized. And now I look up 7 years later, the whole world is invited to be content creators. And I just think it's amazing. I remember when it was only a selective few. Now everybody has the opportunity to be a content creator. And I just think it's the dopest thing to watch unfold. I think I've grown a lot in these last 7 years. I've grown to be a parent of two. I have completely retired from dancing. I'm working on new, amazing content. My self-confidence has shot. I feel like when you're entering your 30s, I feel like you're trying to always find yourself in your teens, in your 20s, and in your 30s. Even if you haven't found yourself, I feel like you just start to settle into understanding that life is forever moving and evolving, and there's no, I think once you hit in your 30s, you realize there is no such thing as satisfaction. Like, there's no such thing as finally discovering this place where I got it. It's like I'm always going to be moving towards something else. I'm always going to be chasing something else. I'm always going to be setting bigger goals. I'm always going to be trying to pull more out of myself. So I feel like in my teenage years, and I think all of us, some of us can relate to this, when I was a teenager, it was like, oh, I can't wait to be 18. Then it was, I can't wait to be 21. Then it was, oh, 25. And then we all put this cap on ourselves at 30. You can bring it. Oh, I have another dish coming. Oh?
There you go.
Oh, wow. Look at
I
that.
just want you to try our dessert.
Okay.
Salmon with sticky rice.
Thank you. So I feel like at 30, we put this like cap on ourselves that society made us do. If we all feel like if we don't have it figured out by 30, that somehow we failed. So I think people adapt two types of personalities or mindsets once they hit 30 and they haven't achieved everything. Either one, they go into depression, or they feel awful about themselves, or they just kind of just sit where they're at and they'll just be like, well, I didn't reach I didn't reach the pivot of 30. I didn't reach the point of 30, the checkpoint of 30. So I just give up. Then you have people who say, well, I did my best throughout my teens and my 20s, and I'm happy with where I'm at 30. And actually, I think I still got more left to do, and I'm not going to listen to what society has told me about these checkpoints in life. I'm not going to listen to what they told me I should have figured out by 30. Or what I should have accomplished by 30. I'm actually going to continue to strive for those things that they told me I should have had done by 30 and 25. And I'm going to take pride in that. And that's where you get the Vera Wangs, the Oprahs, the guy who created McDonald's, the people like that who continue to strive after 30, 35. So I think I'm in the world of those two mindsets because I was brought up in a society that taught me that you're supposed to have it all figured out by 25 and 30. And then a part of me knows better, so it keeps me afloat and keeps me moving and constantly understanding that I'm forever evolving and it doesn't stop. As long as I have breath in my body, I'm going to be evolving and trying new things and exploring. So that's how I feel about my 30s. I love them. I feel like the mindset that I'm at. One thing I do want to say, I want to apologize to anybody I ever called old in their 30s. I remember being 18 in the strip club and yelling out, "If you made me mad and you was 30, you was an old hag to me, okay? You was an old B word and you ain't had no business in the strip club." Shout out to the dancers who are fine, fit, and sexy at 30. Do your thing. Shout out to the fine, sexy 30-year-old women, period, across the globe, okay? And I apologize. But life is beautiful. I'm excited to see myself in my 30s, okay? I'm excited to see. I keep saying 30s over and over and over again. As you can see, I'm still going through some shock about that. But I'm excited to see myself in the next 10 years. I'm excited to see myself at 40. 30s and 40s should be the goal. The goal should be to be alive, to live, to see those ages. Shaming people for being alive is crazy. Shaming people for reaching numbers in life that some people will never get a chance to see is wild to me. But let's try this pineapple dessert. I don't know. It's like mango rice or something. It looks crazy good. Listen, one thing about me, I don't turn down no food. I'll try anything. I'm really crazy like that. I'll really try anything. Bugs. Yeah, I said that. Bugs. I'll eat them. I've seen a documentary in Asia where they were eating some type of chocolate covered bugs. I'll try it. Oh my God. Oh my God. My brother is here, y'all. He's helping me to record today. And he is over here jealous. Lord have mercy. Yeah, go ahead. Get you one.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm going to be knocked out later. That is so good. I got to learn how to make that. Oh, that leads me to the next part. I definitely want to learn how to get my cooking skills to the next level and cook different foods. I think, like, to be honest, I'm trying to break everything that I've learned generationally from my family. Like, Black families, I can't even explain to you guys what type of level of realization I have come to in the last year about my family, where I come from, my mindset, why I do the things I do, why I am the way I am. I've unpacked some things about myself that I didn't even know I had going on with myself. I've unpacked some confident issues. I've unpacked some trauma that I didn't know I had. I've unpacked some ideologies and where they came from. And to be honest with you, because I've unpacked these things and because I've brought light to them and attention to them, I've always been the black sheep of my family, but now I'm like the super black sheep. But to me, the black sheep is a goat. If you're the black sheep of your family, you are the goat. To me, when I find out someone's been the black sheep, to me, that tells me you have done something, said something, exposed something that others haven't been able to do. And it's unfortunate that connections get lost and relationships get tarnished because of that. But it's fortunate for you because hopefully the next generation, which is probably in your hands or you're a part of, can learn new traditions, new ideologies, and new things from you. So if you're the black sheep, keep black sheeping because I can feel you. Trust me, I understand. Motherhood. Motherhood is forever evolving as well. As we evolve as people, your children will evolve their people. As the world evolves, they will be affected. You will be affected. And we just can't expect things to stay the same. I just been flowing with whatever the universe, whatever God, whatever my energy wants to flow with. And the only way that you can trust your mind and your heart and your body and your soul is to get aligned. You have to get in alignment, or else you're going to be getting mixed signals. You're not going to know what you're doing. So the way that you get in alignment is cut off all negative energy. Anything that makes you feel unwanted, unproductive, unhappy, uncomfortable, anything that makes you feel any type of you have to get rid of it. You have to change your diet. You have to exercise. You have to drink water. The only way that you can get in alignment is to have a filtered body, soul, and mind. So we're getting rid of the negative energy so we can have a clear way in our thoughts, in a clear pathway with our hearts. And we're clearing out our bodies with drinking, detoxing, and going to the gym. We're clearing that out. So that way, when we get the vibes, we're getting the right vibes. We're not confused. If you're filled with liquor and cigarettes and drugs and you're not drinking enough water and you're dehydrated, you're going to be confused. You're going to think things are going on that's not going on. Your body's going to be out of whack and you're not going to be able to trust what it's saying to you. So you have to purify yourself the best you can. You don't have to be like, you don't have to go vegan. I think people who are vegan are like, I know their intuition is like so good, but if you just do the best you can, you still will get good results. Trust me. I kind of been following that lately. My intuition will let me know who to cut off, who to keep around, who to give a second chance to. I got me a journal that's called an intentional journal. So I wrote down things that I want to be intentional about: eating, conversations, locations, places I go, people I interact with, how I talk to my children, how I talk to myself, relationships. In this intentional book, I got it from like Dollar General for like $1. I write everything that I want to be intentional about and how I'm feeling. And it's been working out pretty good. And I started that on New Year's. This Lunch With Me episode is called The Reconnect. I want to reconnect with my audience. I want to reconnect with myself and get back into what makes me happy the most, which is creating. I love creating. It allows me to express myself. I'm a trendsetter. I'm a vibe. And you know, it's so funny. I wouldn't have said that years ago. I used to really be ashamed to take pride in who I am. I literally was in a sauna, the gym the other day, and I almost broke down crying because I said, wow, I was just in there by myself. And I said, wow, I'm sorry. I was talking to myself. I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I made you feel like, talking to Jazzmen, I'm sorry that I made you feel like I had to get permission for you to be you. I'm sorry that I suppressed you. I'm sorry that I didn't allow you to shine. I didn't allow you to go to that level that you were trying to go to on several occasions. And I was the one caging myself. I was caging myself because I was the one fearful of what people think and humbling myself and not wanting to outshine others and not wanting to just not wanting to be praised too much, not accepting my gifts, not accepting my talents, just overly humbling myself. I over humbled myself to the point that sometimes I feel like I sabotaged sometimes. It's not a good feeling. But one thing I learned that wakes me up every single morning is, and the reason why I say I learned this, because we can say these sayings all we want, But until you get the saying or feel the saying or learn the saying, it's a different energy. But what's for me is just going to always flat out be for me. So here I am with a channel that I started 7 years ago in 2016. I'm going to start new with all new fresh content on a new direction, a new path. And I still feel like what's here for me is still mine. Started 7 years ago and we're here again. And I think no matter how many times I feel like I failed, no matter how many times I felt like I've sabotaged, no matter how many times I'm hard on myself, whatever the gift God has for me, the pathway he has for me is going to constantly be there. I feel like God is like a home. It's like grandmom's house. Like if you ever need to come back, you can. So no matter how many times you feel like you failed, you can always pick up and get back on that journey you were on, that path you were on. So for everyone who's being hard on themselves about being in their 30s and their 40s, pick your bags back up and get back on your path, because God forever has a home for you that you can always come back to. And your room is still the same. I hope y'all like that analogy right there. If you are down on yourself right now about your age, your circumstances, your finances, any of that, pick up your bags and get back on that path, because God has a home for you and your room is still the same. So go get what God got for you. No type of man-made rules like turning 30, 40, 50, whatever. No type of man-made rules can stop. These rules were created to stop you, to humble you, to stop you in your tracks. Don't allow it. This was a great conversation today with you guys. I love you guys so much. I look forward to creating new content for you guys and chatting. Comment down below if you like what I've created today. Comment down below if you like this podcast. Come check out Bangkok Bistro whenever you're in Fort Wayne. They have amazing food. Love it. Thai cuisine. I love Thai food. I love Vietnamese food. I love cultured food, period. I can't wait to bring you guys more of this content. If you really enjoyed this episode, comment your favorite part. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, JB Navy, I'm out.